All right, y'all. So you know that challenge day wouldn't be challenge day at all if we didn't have any challenges to speak of or to share. So with that being said, bro, what you got? Are there any challenges that you want to share?
I do, but I want to say real quick. I'm just thinking about this as we're doing this. Is
Mm,
that part of the purpose of sharing our challenges? Is
mm-hmm.
like maybe somebody can relate to some of this stuff. You know,
Yeah,
maybe
yeah,
you
yeah.
can relate to some of this stuff, and like hearing somebody else actually process it out
Mm,
and go through the machinations of like making putting their thought process out loud and on wax.
mm,
It can help you to maybe think of maybe a solution, or
mm,
maybe you were in a similar thing, and maybe you could provide advice in the comments to people that find themselves in the thing. Or maybe we might say something that you may be going through, and it's like, let me try that angle,
mm,
because
mm.
we're doing out loud, we're doing the brain exercise, the thought experiment,
Yep,
rather.
yep.
But yeah, I think there's going to be a headline when I die that says local man killed over take a penny, leave a penny dispute. That's gonna be that's gonna
Okay,
be what happens.
okay.
I'm gonna be somewhere in some line, and I'm gonna see somebody take 2 pennies, and I'm gonna confront him, and then he's gonna come back. There's gonna be some. I'm like, yo, it says a penny. You
Yeah.
took 2 pennies, my guy. Nah,
Oh my
man, this
god.
ain't right.
Yeah.
And one thing's gonna lead to
mm,
another, and I'm gonna
mm,
end up dead.
mm.
I'm gonna end up dead because I'm like,
Okay.
I I mean, I have these like I feel like I have principles, and I have a stance, and I have like a square,
Okay.
and like
Mm-hmm.
I feel like more too many people. And it's not, and I don't think it's like being stubborn. It's just like I feel like too many people are just so malleable,
Mm.
and they and their principles and their belief systems. They like it's like casual to them,
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Um, and so they're so absorbent. They what do they really stand for? You really don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I have um I have a neighbor who we'll call him Tim for the purposes of
Tim, the Tool Man Taylor.
discussion.
Okay.
And so I volunteer. So I had this neighbor. His daughter is interested in animals and pets and stuff. I volunteer at an animal shelter on occasion, and
Mm,
so I was talking to him about, yeah, we can get, they have kids programs and stuff at the volunteer spot. Kids want to go, and work at the shelter, work with pets, work with animals. They got to work their way up into the program and everything like that. But like, it'll get you some exposure
mm-hmm.
if your kid is really into animals like that, like you say.
Yeah.
And so, we chit chatting, going back and forth about it, just like, oh yeah, get some details, stuff like that. And me having Coco and the dog, one of the ideas that popped up, that'd be me that initiated is like, I was like, well, I can teach her actually, one of the things she wants some exposure to pets and stuff like that. I can teach her how to walk Coco. I mean, she could come by, maybe she could walk her a couple of times, and
Yeah, that'd
I'll
be
give
good
her some,
experience.
I shoot her a couple of dollars for like, like an allowance, or like, you do
Yeah.
your chores. These kids these days, we didn't get nothing like that. We clean the house because we got damn right the
Yeah.
light bills is on.
Yeah.
The light
Yeah.
bill ain't gonna pay itself. So our
Mm,
thing was to clean up. But like kids these days to get allowances for doing chores around the house
mm,
and stuff. And so like, yeah, I expected to like, shoot a couple dollars here and there,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
For it. But generally she was gonna gain this experience, of this dog walking thing. She doesn't even know how to walk the dog. I have to like train her about it, especially
Mm,
Coco,
mm,
because Coco's mad strong.
yeah. Yeah.
Um, and also that getting the information about the shelter and how she can go to shelter. Maybe sometimes when I go, we can go together and all kinds of things when we work at
Mm,
the shelter. But like there could have been a whole potential thing there. But like, um, it's been a couple months that we put it off because because of schedule conflicts and stuff.
mm-hmm.
Like when we're gonna start this, plus the kid was in school, but school is out now, right?
Ah, yeah. School is out now. Yes, that's true.
Was
Yes.
out for the summer.
Mm-hmm.
And so I brought the topic back up again. We kind of mentioned it once in a while, you know what I mean? But like it's like, okay, we gotta get around to it, we gotta get around to it, making it happen and stuff. And so the school's out now, so it's just perfect time I brought it up, and I'm like, yo, we can start, you want to start this thing? Like, and she was there, and he asked, do you still want to do this? And she was like, yeah, she wants to do it. Like, so she was into it, Um and 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 so I sent them a message the other day. I'm like, yo, we can start on Monday. About with the dog walking thing. Like, how about just like once a day? First of all, she'll just walk with me, and I'll walk with the dog with her for like a week, right?
Mm-hmm.
And once a day, we'll she'll come out with the walk with me, and we'll have her the lesson and teaching and teach her how to pick up poop. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
There's a little fine art to that kind of thing. Twisting up
Yeah.
that bag, right? Right, so you don't get no
Mm-hmm.
poop on you. Um, and then she can start doing it herself the following week. And he hit me back with, okay, what's your budget? Yeah, this is what he asked me. What's your budget?
That's really what he asked you, bro. That's kind of crazy for him to ask you that,
Your budget. I'm
bro.
like,
The
I,
audacity is like is astounding to me right now.
I was like, I didn't even know. Like, I was like, yeah, we never really solidified. Like, when I said I'm gonna shoot her some money for it,
Yeah.
and I didn't like put a number out. He didn't put a no, nobody put a number out. It's kind of
Yeah.
like, and so I'm
That's
like,
kind of
so
crazy, bro.
I said, this is kind of crazy. Like, I didn't say that to him, but I'm thinking
Yeah.
to myself, like a red flag automatically goes up, right? And I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah. For
that's a
sure.
weird answer. That's a
Yeah.
weird, just like you identified it just now,
Yeah.
organically,
Yeah.
right? I did some. I was like, trying some numbers myself. I was like, well, you know,
You would have
I
loved, bro.
I did no. I said I crunched some numbers. Hold
Yeah.
on,
Yeah.
I'm
That's, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I wouldn't even have even expended that energy. I'd have been like, oh, word? Oh, yeah.
no, okay. I'm like, okay, she's gonna. I just need her to walk the. I would. Matter of fact, I don't need. I don't. By the way, I don't need a dog walker.
Yeah. Yeah. Of course. Of
I've
course.
been
Yeah.
doing fine myself. I walk Coco 3 times a day,
Yeah.
and so
Yeah.
like I don't need a dog walker.
Mhm.
I might need to get a dog sitter at some point in the future, but they ain't got nothing
Yeah.
to do with this activity,
Yeah. I got to get a
right?
dog sitter too, actually.
And so I'm like, okay, let me figure something out here. I
Mhm.
guess let me go along with it. I said
Mhm.
she's only gonna have to walk her 15 minutes, max
Yeah.
time, 15 minutes,
Mhm.
5 times a week, just Monday through Friday. I ain't
Mhm.
even say Saturday or Sunday. You got to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Monday
Yeah.
through Friday, for 15 minutes, right?
Mhm.
Once a day.
Mhm.
Um, and at the 5 o'clock hour, because if she got camp in the morning or something like that, she'll be there at 5 o'clock. So she can't do a morning walk, she can't do an evening walk because the evening walk is a little bit late.
Mhm.
Cool, 5 o'clock hour. So I figured that out, and I said $20. I'll give her $20 a week, right, to do that. That that dude hit me like he hit me back with like we paid them like $50 to do chores around here, and to clean the whole house we paid them $75. They're girls. They pay them $75 to clean the whole house. And so he's like, you can't do 30. I was like,
Bro, this negotiating is this is crazy, bro.
I'm like, are we? He's like, negotiate. I'm like, what is
Literally
happening here?
negotiating is
I
crazy,
was
bro.
really like thinking, like when I first thought about it in my head, I was thinking maybe $10,
That's what I was
$15
thinking. That's what I was
max.
thinking. I was like, yo,
This is
you're
a
just really just
13 year
doing it.
old. This is like 13, 12-year old or something
Yeah, it's
like
like you're
that.
just doing it a solid, really. Like you're not even really you're just trying to help out, really.
Oh,
But bro really turned this into like a contractual
him,
type
bro.
of.
I'm like,
Yeah, that's
I
crazy.
go when he said that, I was like, I remember that first red flag, and I was like, with the whole budget question. He said
Mm.
that, and I was like, oh, we got a miscommunication happening. You think it's
Yeah.
something else.
Yeah, he
I'm
thinking, yeah, he
not. I
definitely.
wasn't thinking all of that. I wasn't
Yeah,
thinking
yeah,
this
yeah,
was
yeah.
gonna be a whole
Like a
summer
whole
job,
arrangement. Yeah.
intern program, or nothing like that. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I apologize. I said, what is it? I said, my bad. I didn't. That's not what I had in mind to do. Like this whole official kind of. It's almost like drawing up the dude
But
actually went online and Googled how much dog walkers get paid by the hour, and like had a list of the different dog walkers in the area.
hmm
Like, what?
yeah, that's yeah. Yeah, it's
And
crazy,
first
bro.
of all, you gonna send me by the hour? How much to get paid by the hour? She's only doing 15 minutes,
Only
so
one
we
50
should
minutes,
like
yeah.
it should be a quarter of that hour, right? Which would
Yeah.
have added up to probably like $20, right?
Which also means because and also like if it's a walk, if she's just doing a walk, 15-minute walk, bro, it shouldn't even be more than like $20, 15, $20. Like the walkers that I have, like that's what they'll do. Like it's but they're only charging 15 like per walk, 15, $20. per walk.
But
Like,
then that's a professional.
and that's a professional. Yeah, exactly. And
Yeah.
that's a professional. It's like 15. Anywhere between 15 to 25 bucks, and that's professional. You know what I'm saying, per walk. Like, talking about
Yeah.
13-year-old girl. Come on, bro. You got it. That's yeah, bro. You wildin'.
It's just a little
You
thing
wildin'.
that you're doing on the side for like
Yeah,
experience and
just
fun and
experience. Yeah, like it's like an internship, pretty much.
yeah, but maybe it could have
Yeah.
turned into something. Maybe she could be getting good at it. She turns
Mm-hmm.
like, hey, you know what? I can
Turn into like
groom
a
her
business.
too. And he's
Yeah.
like, oh, you want to groom her too? I'll give you an extra, and
Yeah.
she could end up becoming like her own little company. This by at least by next summer, she had
Mm-hmm.
that kind of experience. I don't know. There could be a bunch of potential either way it could go. But like this dude called me cheap. He's like, you're being cheap. I'm like, I'm being cheap. Like, why is it? You asked me about the budget. Like, this was nothing. And I apologize. I had said, I'm sorry. I got things misconstrued. I didn't think he was thinking about doing all of that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I had apologized. Then after that, that's when you called me cheap. You said, no, don't worry about it. There's no misunderstanding. You just being cheap.
Wow. All right, bro. Now you got to see me, bro. That's
See?
kind of that's kind of crazy, bro.
What, like, after I
That's
just
a,
apologized.
yeah, exactly. And that's why I'm saying like that's kind of wild. Like you really just took a shot for real. Like after I
But like he
apologized,
kind
that's
of like
wild.
did it. He put it like in a sandwich kind of thing. You know what I mean? He like slid it in
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Like, oh, sorry, bro. No,
It's a sneak
it's
this.
no,
It's a
there's
sneak
no
this.
misunderstanding. You just being cheap. It's all right. I guess it's okay. We're good.
Yeah, no, that's a sneak this.
That's a sneak this,
Yeah, it's a
right?
sneak this. Yeah, that's what that is. Yeah, yeah.
So I sent dude a voice message, and I was just like, "Nah, that don't sit well with me.
Mm,
That don't sit well with me that
yeah,
you did that. You insulted me. Like,
yeah,
I don't understand if it's we diss each other. Friends
mm,
do that. You know what I mean? We like rank on each other and stuff like
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah,
But you know when it's in good fun, and you know when it's not.
yeah.
You know what I
Facts,
mean?
facts.
And
Yeah.
we wasn't in no kind of conversation where we was just like throwing jabs or jokes back and
Mm,
forth and nothing like
mm,
this. Was just like you got me deep into some fucking lawyer shit with contracts and whatever.
yeah,
And so
yeah,
we was like in like a serious mode, and you said that kind of thing. Like
mm,
you like that's shade. Why you throwing shade at me?
yeah.
Why you insulting me in the middle of this conversation? Like why you throwing
Mm.
ad hominems at
That's
it's
exactly what that is.
boy?
Yeah, yeah.
Why you throwing ad hominems at like
That's what that
no,
is.
just like where you mean that shit? Like
Mm,
I said, no, you owe me an apology.
yeah.
And if you it's because hey, I'm not beyond the friendship because of like somebody had a foul.
Mm,
It's but hey, you got to make do. You know what I mean? You're gonna pay what
yeah.
you owe. You gotta pay what you
Mm,
owe. This
mm,
is you violated.
yeah,
You gotta pay what you owe.
yeah.
So I'm like balls in your court, dude. Like I mean I don't think the relationship is beyond repair, but
Mm,
if dude don't ever do the apology thing, I'm not letting up.
mm,
I told dude the first thing you gotta say to me is gonna start with this is my term. It's gonna start with an
mm,
apology.
mm,
And then we can go grab a drink, grab beer, and just talk about whatever the fucking weather we want to or whatever, whatnot. But that's
yeah.
where that's my square.
Mm.
And so
I ain't mad at that.
somebody taking a penny more than they than they allotted, it's like, a
Mm,
lot of people just like see stuff and stuff like this, and they just like let it go and just like don't they do like a gentle ribbing back.
mm,
They'll go into the argument. They're like back and forth, like, even though they know they're the righteous ones, and they'll just like insult the person back. Now we're back. Now we're in an insulting battle or
mm,
something like that. Or
mm,
people just like absorb it. I see this all the time. People absorb it and don't say nothing, but then like do like little slick shit in the future.
yeah, yeah.
It's like, dog, we grown, man. We grown. What we doing? I
Mm,
need what I need,
mm,
and I'm clear about it, and I know what it is. That's the thing. If you don't know what it is, but I'm
mm.
clear about it, and if I can't have that, then it ain't on my terms, and I'm not dealing with nobody that ain't having a friendship on my terms.